Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Vanessa Demopoulos versus Kanako Murata. Murata's 12-2 as a pro, 30 years old, and she's giving up 1 inch of height, but has 2.5 inches of reach over 9-5 Vanessa Demopoulos, who is 35 years old. Kanako Murata's been out for 2 years. She got her arm broken by Vanessa Demopoulos, and she didn't quit. Actually fought another 5 minutes, but then had to stop the fight. And fight should have been stopped 5 minutes earlier. I mean, she came out. She was holding her arm like this. Her arm was fucked up, but she survived, and then eventually the fight was stopped. Her other loss in her 2 losses, that's the one TKO loss to Virna, and her other loss comes to former UFC fighter and Ryzen fighter Rin Nakai. Rin Nakai choked her out in round 3, rear naked choke, and that one was in Ryzen. Rin Nakai is a very good, strong grappler and fighter, but she's like a little fucking tank. So, which Vanessa Demopoulos is as well, but she's certainly not as imposing as Rin Nakai in a grappling sense. But Kanako Murata is a really solid wrestler, first and foremost. That's her discipline, and we've seen that work in the UFC. She made her debut against Randa Marcos and looked incredible there. And before that, she had a 5-round split decision, I think split, over Emily Ducote. That was in Invicta. And that was a close enough fight, but I still thought Kanako Murata definitely won. Shouldn't have been split. Here she's fighting a girl, Vanessa Demopoulos, who is a crafty submission artist, first and foremost. Vanessa Demopoulos, she's not the most imposing fighter, and it's actually rare to see her as the taller fighter, which she is here. But she's crafty on the ground and very dangerous. I think in a pure grappling match, Kanako Murata is going to run into a lot of trouble. But in an MMA fight, I expect her wrestling to dictate the fight and help her win the positional battle. And I think as long as she doesn't let Vanessa Demopoulos crawl her legs up and, catch her in a scramble, I think she's going to win this fight pretty comfortably, Kanako Murata. It doesn't mean they didn't get the odds wrong. Or, I think there's a little bit of value on Vanessa Demopoulos. Vanessa Demopoulos, she's a girl that I picked to beat Karolina Kowalkiewicz in her last fight. She's a scrappy girl. First of all, she's very durable. 5 losses, and they're all via decision. And they're all to pretty good fighters as well. Karolina, Aldrich, Lupi Godinez, Corey McKenna. These are in the UFC. She was TKO'd once as an amateur, but it was in round 3 to Caitlin Chukagian. So, a lot of forgiveness there. Here, I think she's going to be up against it, though, in wrestling, purely in wrestling. On the feet, I think Vanessa Demopoulos is competent. On the ground, I know she's competent. I don't think she's out of this fight by any means, but I don't think she's as imposing as Virna Jandiroba or Rin Nakai. I don't think she's going to be winning any positional battle, certainly like Rin Nakai did against Kanako Murata. I think Vanessa Demopoulos, any success she has will be from throwing her legs up and creating a scramble, locking up a submission attempt, and on the feet, really going for it, trying to make the most of her speed. I think she's faster than Kanako Murata, but she has given up 2.5 inches of reach, and I envision it being difficult for her to really get going with the striking because she's going to be worried about the wrestling. So Kanako Murata is the pick. I have her winning by decision, but that's really based on Vanessa Demopoulos' durability. Murata is a good enough finisher. She's taken out some good girls, former UFC fighters, Angela Magana, Lachana Green, or former Ultimate Fighter anyway. I don't know if she made it to the UFC, Green. But Kanako Murata is definitely no slouch at all in the grappling realm. But I think here she's going to have to stay away from Vanessa Demopoulos. She doesn't want to be, giving Vanessa a chance. I think she's going to keep herself safe, make it a wrestling fight as opposed to a jiu-jitsu fight, and win via top position. Kanako Murata is the pick. And I am not betting on this one at all. Just staying away from it. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.